Welcome, Shiva. Good morning, Shiva. Welcome. Am I audible? பேசுறது கேக்குதா? Shiva, good morning.
Good morning. Am I audible?
Yes, Shiva, you're audible.
Second, I am not able to hear you. Let me check my audio.
Okay.
I audible now?
Yes, you're audible. Are
Okay.
you able to hear us?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, sir.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning.
We'll have a formal introduction. Let the students join. Let us wait.
Sure, ma'am. We'll wait.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
No problem.
Yes, let the students be joining. Anusha, you can start.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am.
Yeah, good morning. Proceed.
Om Shakti. Good morning, everyone. To the divine blessings of His Holiness Arulmigu Bangaru Siddhar and the kind consent of Shakti Tirumadi Amma, President of ACMEC Trust, I extend my warm greetings to all. It is indeed a privilege to welcome you all to this special session of our Alumni Webinar series organized by the Department of Information Technology in association with the APEC ACM Student Chapter. Let's begin this session with Mula Mandiram.
Om Shaktiye Parasaktiye Om Shaktiye Adhiparasaktiye Om Shaktiye Maruvurarasiye Om Saktiye Om Vinayaga Om Saktiye Om Kamachiye Om Saktiye Om Bangaru Kamachiye
We are honored to have with us today our esteemed alumnus, Mr. Sivasankar Ramamurthy, a 2004 batch graduate from the IT department, who has established himself as a senior engineering manager at HARMAN International. Before this role, he gained extensive expertise in leading technology companies, having worked at Samsung R&D and Motorola Zebra with 19 plus years of expertise in mobile frameworks, middleware, and application development. He has contributed significantly to Android platform development, debugging, features enhancement, and compliance testing. In addition to his industry role, he is also pursuing research as PhD scholar at SRM IST, focusing on device machine learning and deep learning. His current position reflects its deep technical expertise and leadership in the field of software and mobile technology development. Sir, we are proud of your achievements and we deeply appreciate your presence here today to enlighten us on the exciting topic of software defined vehicles. The automotive industry is evolving rapidly and software is now at the heart of modern vehicle technology. Today's session promises to provide valuable insights into the further of smart and connected vehicles, making it a highly relevant and informative discussion for all of us. Without further ado, let us begin this enlightening session. Once again, a warm welcome to all, and I hope you find this webinar both insightful and engaging. Please take over the session, sir.
Thank you for the introduction. I hope my voice is audible, loud and clear. Yes, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
A warm good morning to all of you students and professors here. First of all, I would like to thank Bhuneshwari ma'am and the staff for giving me this opportunity to meet you all students. So it's a wonderful opportunity. I always wish to meet students so that I try to give counseling in possible ways so that they get knowledge, not just the bookish knowledge outside of the book, what is happening around the industry, which is hot in the market. So that level of information people should have. And this program, especially this webinars, really going to help you bridge the gap between academic and the industry actually. And this is much required. Let's get started with the topic. Okay, thank you. I'll just get started. Let me share my screen. Let me know if you can see my screen actually. Please confirm whether you can see my screen. Is it visible now?
Yes, it's visible.
Okay. Thank you. I'll get started actually. So let me, I think that was a good introduction. So I'll do a very short introduction about myself. I am your senior from Department of IT and Bona ma'am was my professor during when I was a student actually, and I learned a lot of things from her. And so Adhiparasakthi Engineering College is very close to my heart because I graduated from there actually. My graduation is from there, so that's where there's a strong connect with this college. Okay, we'll get started with the topic. So I have close to around 19 plus years of industry experience. Even before that, I love teaching. I was less than a year. I was a lecturer in Bangalore itself. Actually, I was teaching some 2-3 subjects as well. That's I just started as a teacher. I entered into the industry actually. So all through my industry experience, I joined as in a company where we started with feature phones. Actually, there is a feature phones. Now we are into smartphone era. I started with my career with feature phones, embedded systems, and then I just joined Samsung. In Samsung, you might have heard now S3, S23, S24. I worked for S5, S6 those days actually. So those were Samsung's flagship model, and I was working into Android platform. I have seen an era where feature phones migrated to smartphones actually. And smartphones, you see keypad phones to touch phones and all these things, I have just gone through it because when I joined, it was all through the feature phones. We used to have keypad and all these things. Now it is all touch, and we have seen that evolution actually. Okay, that is on the smartphone era. So how this migration happened? Again, then I moved to Motorola. Motorola is acquired by Zebra. So it's there also again into the mobile technology only. It's Android. And from now, last 2-3 years, I'm into HARMAN into automotive actually. So automotive in the sense, same Android only, but how the Android is used. That automotive is heading and how the vehicles are now software defined actually. All these things are the latest topics which I'm currently working on, which I can just briefly cover so that it gives an insight about what is happening in the automotive field as well as of now. Okay. That's a short introduction. I'll just move on to the slides. Software-defined vehicles. Okay, let me. Okay, so that's what. As I gave the short introduction about smartphone era, actually, we are from the feature phone to the smartphone. Same. if you see the car, actually, it was earlier the car were mostly mostly mechanical, electromechanical, something like that. Actually, now if you see in the car, it is mostly software. Actually, what do you mean by software defined? Software defined. There are certain aspects actually. Earlier, if you see the speedometer, we call it as cluster. Actually, everything was kind of mechanical actually. Okay, so directly there will be a canvas connecting to the sensor, and directly you can see the speedometer, you can see the oil, and everything was sensor based actually. Now also it is sensor based, but still the intermediate layer is software now actually. Okay, so when we say software defined vehicles, if you see the infotainment part in the car, if you see the infotainment part, that is made of that is Android actually. Okay, and the cluster means the speedometer part, that is Linux. Linux is the QNX. That's QNX is the flavor of Linux actually. Okay, and then these two operating systems speaks through a hypervisor. Okay, we have a hypervisor, that's a virtual machine which connects these two operating systems. Okay, this is a very high level architecture. How the recent days vehicles are like formulated actually. Okay, we have infotainment part is we have Android, and the cluster part where critical functionalities of the car, let's say the speed, the sensors, the telltales, and all these things are covered in the cluster, and that is made of Linux actually. Okay, so this is the base actually now for the software defined vehicle. And what is there, what do we mean by software defined actually, and what are the advantages? We'll try to cover it actually. Okay, core features of the software defined vehicles. So I just why to the mobile phone is because feature phones came to smartphones. Now normal cars became smart cars. When we say smart cars, now you know that if I mean you might have heard about Tesla and this car, right? Like how advanced it is actually. We have L2 ADAS actually. This is possible. All this is possible because of software. Without software, these things are never possible. Okay. So when we say the features of software-defined vehicles, right? So first thing is over-the-air updates. Actually, I hope many of you know. If you many of you are using smartphones, right? So when we use smartphone, clearly OTA is something. But okay, you are into Android S20. I mean, into Android. Which version is now 15? Okay, and then you get an update from Google. What will happen? There is no need for you to go to really to a vendor and then ask them to update your software. Nothing is required. They just push it over the air actually. Or that means you just go to the app store, you just get your things updated, or in your OS itself there is a OS update, a software update feature which will just check any recent version of software is there, and then automatically it gets updated over there. That is called over there update actually. I think most of you are familiar with this because most of you use smartphones, and you keep getting software patches, security patches, the latest version of software. All these things are updated through the OTA. We call it as OTA, over there update actually. Okay, so this was happening only on the smartphone. Now it is going to happen. It's already happening in the smart cars also, because car is software defined actually. Okay. That's the first thing actually. User interfaces. When we say enhanced user interfaces, you can see the infotainment system in the car. Earlier, it was very simple, very direct, and all button driven actually. Everything is touch based. You have intuitive UX. You have lot many features included in the infotainment system, and that is Android driven actually. Okay, and then integrated connectivity. When you say connectivity, right, it is not just within the vehicle connectivity. Within the vehicle, to the outside, we have connectivity actually. When we say connectivity, let's say in smartphones, we have eSIM actually. Many of you know we have dual SIM, single SIM. We have eSIM actually. eSIM is nothing but you configure the SIM's functionality into the software so that it acts as a SIM actually, right? This is called eSIM actually. So similarly, when you say, I don't know, the recent version of MG car and many Tesla, many cars have GPS, and GPS anyway, we have a GPS thing, but here we have SIM also configured in the software actually. We have a eSIM concept wherein it helps you to to drive the data inside the car, internet inside the car, and many other core functionalities which needs data. This takes care of it actually. Okay, that's where we bring in LTE. We could bring in a lot of network related stuffs inside the car. Okay, so if you have noticed in MG Hector, you might see internet inside. What does that mean actually? Internet means you have a eSIM configured into the car, whereas you get the internet access inside the car. So that is as simple as that. Okay, and then data analytics. Data analytics in the sense, okay. So any car information, for example, like okay, how is your car performing? Whether you have nowadays, I don't know how many of you know, even tire pressure, those things are monitored actually, and in the software it will tell your tire pressure in this particular vehicle is less, so you try to go and put air in that wheel actually. So this level of optimization and machine learning is also integrated into it actually. So based on the data collected from the vehicle, how much speed you are driving, what is your driving pattern, what is your vacation pattern, all this information are constantly fed into the selected, and they model of it, and then finally they have this developed. Why this analytics is important? This analytics is collect overall, and then they pattern. This could be used for marketing. This could be used for more predictions and giving better user experience for the user actually, for the car users actually. Okay, so all these things are interrelated. So only I think there are a lot many features over SDV, and I just only try to cover only top 3 or 4 here. Okay, so I just when we say software-defined vehicle, I just want to bring in ADAS also. So how many of you know ADAS actually? I just don't want this session to be one side, but if some people can interact also, please, I'm open. You can unmute and you can just speak also. How many know about ADAS? Yes, no, somebody can reply. Please feel free. It could be a more interactive session.
No, sir.
Okay. You know about ADAS, right? You heard about, at least heard about ADAS, right? Advanced Driver Assistance System. Please feel free. This is not a classroom. It is just a interactive session. We'll make it more interactive, so that I understand the audience actually, whether how much you guys know about this particular field, so that I can go touch base a little bit in depth also. Okay. Somebody is trying to unmute.
Yes, ma'am.
Please.
Yeah. Please unmute yourself.
Your voice is not audible.
Hello, ma'am. Is it audible?
Yeah, it's audible. You come out of the class, actually, you are inside the class, you're getting this disturbance. You want to say something, right?
Sir, is it on?
Yes, please go ahead. You are not audible if you are speaking.
Okay, if you have problem in your audio, you just
no issues. I'll proceed. So ADAS actually, Advanced Driver Assistance Systems. We currently have L2, and they're trying for fully driverless cars and all these things. You might have heard in the news actually, right? About Tesla, about L2. They say L1, L2. What is this L1, L2? All these things are levels actually, wherein like they define actually, okay, because that field is evolving and maturing. It's not full-fledged thing, but still there are certain areas where, let's say, the Waymo, something is the Waymo, and they have come up with fully driverless cars in US actually. Okay, so all these things are possible with software. Let's say they integrate computer vision, they integrate camera, and then integrate machine learning, and then they use all these things are kind of even the on-device machine learning, because you cannot offload to the cloud, and all these things are integrated into the car, and then they take a quick decision, and then the driving is enabled actually. That's where the industry is heading actually. Okay, let's say ADAS, driver advanced driving. So there are a lot of features actually, because all these things boils down to a single thing concept, wherein we say, okay, like how do we give a better driving experience to the driver, better safety, better user experience. All these things are clubbed together. Okay, so that's where you say, okay, that's the sense. Okay, when you automatically, when the driver sleeps by chance, all these things like this ADAS will take care of it actually. Okay, nowadays even Mahindra's new B6, B9, you guys might have seen a lot of videos in YouTube about these new cars actually, right? So all these things are software defined. So they came up with a lot of features. Okay, especially the ADAS is something which very very keenly the industry is looking for. Any top end cars, let's say BMW. Okay, so lane assistance, adaptive cruise control, and like automatic ABS, EBS, all these things are like okay because the intelligence is there in the software. Okay, if suddenly if it is anticipating, because there are a lot of cameras also nowadays it is integrated into the car. Okay, there are two cameras which is even focusing the driver to check to monitor whether he is eyes pattern, whether he is sleeping or whether he is drowsy. So based on that, it will just give predictions. Based on that, it will just try to wake him up. And okay, so if by chance if he's without his knowledge, if the lane is changing, it will just try to alert the driver. There are a lot of features actually. Okay, the features that keep on growing, and that's where this ADAS is coming into picture. So the key things what they're trying to do is how do we enhance the driver safety? How do we give better user experience? How do we like be more safe on the roads actually? Okay, so all these things are the goals for this ADAS, and anyway it comes with a full evolved cost also. Okay. So nowadays, I think it is getting more affordable to the not only to the premium segment, to the mid level and low level. Also, they're trying to bring in one features actually. Because this ABAP, like automatic braking system, all these things are become a safety feature which they're trying to even bring it to lower end cars also. Okay, I'll move on. Okay, so this is an advancements in the driver assistance tech. As I was explaining, right? What are the advancements in the driver? Okay, integrated of AI in ADAS actually. Okay, so why? What is the use of AI and ML actually? Okay, so as a practical example, what I am working as of now currently, right? So we are working on a solution with AI lab. Actually, we have a separate department called AI lab. Actually, so this AI lab, what they do, they just collect all the data, real-time data, and then they build a model out of it, and then they will give us the model. Actually, what we'll do with the model, we will, for example, when I am driving from Bangalore to Chennai, okay, on the way my fuel is getting exhausted, my fuel is getting over. Actually, automatically this AI will understand that your fuel is going to get over. Just well in advance, it will say. It will just try to understand that there is a fuel thing, and then it will just predict the user in next 50 kilometers your fuel will get exhausted, and these are the petrol pumps where you can possibly fill the fuels actually, or these are the charging stations where you can possibly charge it. So all these predictions automatically it will give actually. For example, it is lunchtime. Automatically, what it will happen? Automatically, the AI system, the prediction will tell, okay, this is lunchtime. Whether you want to have lunch. Bearing, how you are driving. Based on that, it will give you predictions. Based on that, it will give you suggestions and all these things actually. Okay. So again, enhanced sensor technologies. When we say sensor technologies, we have a lot of cameras. Nowadays, if you see 360-degree camera, I think most of you might have heard about the 360-degree camera. If you see inside the infotainment, you can see full 360-degree view. And again, there are two cameras placed in front of the driver to monitor the driver's eye movements, whether he is feeling drowsy or sleepy. Those kind of things. Again, we have a lot of CAN sensors in the car. N number of car sensors that which are all linked, connected to the silver box we call actually. Okay. Okay, so transformative impact of SDVs, exploring how SDVs are revolutionizing the automotive sector. So when we say SDVs, right? So the SDV is the future of automotive actually, because any cars, mainly we will check what is the feature of this car. First thing we'll just check. Those are the days we used to see how much is the CC and all blah blah blah. Now what is happening is, okay, they have a very good engine, very good turbo-based engine, but what are the features which we are trying to bring into the car? Those things was going to wow effect. Okay, we call it as wow effect. Okay, so that wow effect we should give to the customers so that they can really see those features and then they can go for it. Okay, and everything again it boils down to we say build of material cost and all these things, but it's all about software innovation. Okay, so when we say software like rapid innovation, all these things, what is the flexibility we get here, right? The flexibility is even after the car is delivered to the customer, okay, you have flexibility to using water or something, you can just still give an update actually. Okay, if even there is a bug or even there is something which you want to improvise, so there is still the scope actually. Okay, you can just over there also you can just put, if it is software, if it is hardware, all these things is doable actually. Okay, and this, what is the impact of this is, okay, they can the time to market, when you say, okay, to build a car and release it, let's say it's like 12 months, 18 months, actually, they can shorten time actually. Time to market will be shortened actually. Okay, that's where you can provide software, quicker updates and all these things. As and when it is available, you can keep pushing it actually. And the customer is always updated to the latest information, latest software, that kind of thing. Okay, so that way it gives enhanced customer experience. Okay, so we were discussing about what is software defined vehicle. It does, but again, there is a cons actually. Okay, when we say pros, these are all the pros actually. Okay, like whether when we say pros, okay, what are the advantages actually? Whether you can do what all these things are fine, but what are the disadvantages or what are the challenges actually? Okay, when we say challenges, again, any software thing, it is prone to attack actually, cyber security attack actually. Okay, so when you say your car is mostly connected to the internet, or your car is like, there are high chances that some hacker can go and hack it. Okay, there are always cyber security risks, cyber security threats is going to happen. And how do we tackle it actually? How do we make it more secure so that we can protect the vehicle from? There are cases actually, there are instances, I don't know whether you have on the news actually, there are instances where there are cases where some hacker went and hacked the car and he took the overall control. Okay, so because if you see the high-end cars, right, let's say BMW, Audi, and all, they have fully software-defined vehicles actually. Okay, and even the car parking assistance features and all of that actually. Using the key, you can just park the car. Okay, there is no need of a driver to explicitly park the car. Okay, so those kind of features are keep on evolving. And having said that, there are high risk threat that anybody can hack the system and get the control over your car actually. That is even a very big risk, which even there's a separate department in HARMAN also where they work mainly on the security aspects. Okay, and again, the next is the regulatory norms actually. Regulatory in the sense, let's say automotive is like safety critical. When we say safety critical, there are regulatory norms where we need to get certifications also. Certification in the sense, let's say I want to put something on the windshield, means 75 or 80% of the windshield should be visible to the driver. But there is a norm actually, and that has to be certified by the concerned authorities actually. Okay, I can't go and in my own car defined car, I can do something which is outside of the regulatory. So there is a regulatory, automotive regulatory, and we need to get certified from the regulatory for any car launches in the industry actually. Okay. Okay, significant investments required, blah blah. All these things are because definitely we need to invest on R&D. That's why they say so. These are the challenges actually. Okay, significant R&D investment is required. Again, what are the emerging trends in software-defined vehicles? Okay, emerging trends in the sense, when you say emerging. Increased automation. Automation means actually more towards like how do we make now if you see cruise control, right? So no need to. I don't know. I think these people know about cruise control. Okay, like let's say you are going for a long drive. You want to go on a speed. You can just set the speed and you can sit. Okay, just holding the steering actually. And now in Tesla kind of cars, it's all more of self-driving actually. Okay, you can set the vehicle from this location, that location, and then you can just sit behind and watch actually. That level of driver assistance is there in place. L2 level of driver assistance. That is there in US, but not in India though. But these are evolving field actually. Okay, that is some increasing the automation. That is something in the field of automotive. Okay, more of autonomous vehicle kind of thing. And then the next topic is about V2X communication. Okay, what do you mean by V2X communication? V2X is vehicle to X. X means anything. V2V is vehicle to vehicle communication. V2X is vehicle to anything. Let's say you are on the go driving. Okay, one vehicle can speak to other vehicle. One vehicle can speak to some other hotel. One vehicle can speak to something else actually. Okay, so V2 vehicle to X means anything communication. How we can communicate? How we can let's say there's a traffic system, there's a signal. Okay, this vehicle will communicate. It can send or receive data, and based on that take decisions on the go. This is called V2X communication, and this is also students. These are evolving field actually. Okay, why I took this topic is this field is very hot now. ADAS, automotive, software defined, V2X, all these things, security. So security is evergreen, but always security. It always any field we need security. Cyber security risks are there. We need to cover that part as well. Okay, so V2X is a very big topic, and people are doing PhD also on this particular topic. Vehicle to X, V2V or V2X communication. Okay. Again, data privacy and all these things are there, which we should take care of it, because when we say data privacy, the car user data. Okay, I'm back. So far, any questions? You can just 30 minutes is over. Any questions? Please feel free to interact. I'm your senior. Just please feel free. Any type of doubts or anything you can just ask or even post in the chat actually. No doubts.
இந்த மாதிரி நீங்க கவனிக்கிறீங்களா இல்லையா டவுட் வந்துரும் எங்களுக்கு. But really, this is a very new concept, Shiva, for me also.
Yes. Actually, I want to bring this topic because the students' awareness it will be better actually, because this is the scope. I'll tell you my actual scope. And you have lot of there is a lot of teams actually, hardware, software, everything is there actually. And if somebody is in electronics, they have opportunity to work on iOS, AutoSAR, those kind of development. It is embedded C actually. And somebody who is in Android, they can also contribute. Somebody who is in Linux, they can also. So it's a vast field actually, and this field is evolving. So students' awareness is very important actually. What is happening in the industry, where and all the focus is on. As of now, generative AI, LLMs, all these things are there, and every other field try to adopt also. Let's say, even though it is automotive, we are trying to adopt what we could bring in the use cases from generative AI, from machine learning, all these things. How do we integrate? Okay, as of now we are working on two concepts. One is parking and restaurant actually, and this was shown in Las Vegas CES 25. So this is very some insights about this, and then you can just try a job in this particular area actually. Okay, let me share my screen again. Go back to the slide.
You please continue.
Sure. Okay, I hope my screen is visible. Let me make it present. So this is we call this QU actually, as part of QU division team, and we got an assistant actually. Okay, if you see this is Luna, I'll just show some videos are also there actually. Okay, so this is something which my team worked and we delivered, and we are proud to say we got this innovation award also this year, and very new concept actually. Okay, this is on the windshield. You just imagine there is we call it a frit actually. I don't know, somebody have noticed in the car, if you can see, there's a black color border. We have enhanced, and using reflection technology, we are just trying to show the speed. So this is something which we showcased in Las Vegas. If you can see, this is I just took the screenshot from LinkedIn. This is CES 25 in Las Vegas. This was a demo actually. You can see this is the car and pillar-to-pillar display. Okay, one such feature we call as transparent hood is one feature. Other than transparent hood, we have feature called this feature, like where it is going to assist driver when some pedestrian crossing is there, no lane assistant kind of thing, pedestrian crossing. One feature called pedestrian crossing. See, you can see outside pedestrians are crossing. Okay, and you can see in the QU display, it will show animations like this. Can you see this? Can you notice yes or no? My mouse is pointing to this actually. These are some latest concepts. Inside the car, we are just trying to integrate actually this feature. Actually, if people are driving, it will sense using open computer vision. It will just using cameras. It will just sense people who are crossing, whether it is a cycling, whether it is a pedestrian. It will just try to detect that, and then it will just try to play animation here. Actually, somebody is walking from here. It will just walk. It will just move from here. Somebody is from here. It will move actually. So visually, the driver will get a very enhanced experience that, okay, somebody is driving. So that way, it enhances more security, more safety for the driver as well as for the passengers, actually, not as well as for the pedestrians. This was demonstrated this year, actually, and we did this feature. Okay, this is again the next level, actually. So this, if you see, I was speaking about heads-up display, HUD. So QU is based on reflection technology, and heads-up display is projection technology. Basically, when you say projection, we have a projector kind of thing which will project onto the windshield. Okay, this is windshield. Windshield means nothing but in the car front glasses, no, we call it as windshield. Okay, so if you see in the windshield, it will just show the speedometer, everything, all the information from the cluster can be shown in the windshield itself. Okay, this is called HUD, and this depends on the car to car. Someone will only have the lane assistance like that. Actually, all these things are now projected on the windshield, wherein you have ample space to design your dashboard. Actually, okay, the infotainment part will be here, but still these are again virtual assistants. Okay, so where the field is heading, right? So you can have your own avatar. Let's say you can configure your own avatar. You can just take your photo, configure your own avatar, and then that avatar will be speaking to you like this. This is something that this automotive industry is heading to, and we will see this kind of features in the car, actually. Okay, so I'll just go back to few more like while sharing. I'll just share some audio also. Give me a minute. Give me 1 minute. I'll just share my audio. While sharing around the entire screen. There's an option to share audio also, so that you can see the audio also. Share audio, share a tab instead. Okay, you should share the tab. Okay. 1 second, give me a moment. I'll just. Trying to figure out. Okay. Is it audible now? My screen is visible? Yes or no? Yes. Okay.
Yes,
so then I
the HARMAN
this is something
exhibition area at the heart
this is
of
something.
CES
I hope you can listen to audio also.
Now I am here with the very brilliant Kader Hussain. He's the Senior Director of Product Management.
Visible, right? Audio is visible, right?
How are you doing, Kader? Great to see you.
Okay.
Absolutely fine.
Not my audio, this audio.
For us.
Fantastic. Yeah, I know that you in particular have been swamped with meetings, with visits, and with people looking to see some of the amazing technology that you and your team have developed. So, Kader, before we kind of have a bit of a look, tell us, what is Ready Engage, your amazing product?
Absolutely. Ready Engage is an anthropomorphic.
He's our business head. He's from Chennai. He's in US.
Human-like interaction and emotional connect between the vehicle and the user. It is smart, intelligent, AI-powered, and it offers visual representation of the avatar to have more human-like interactions.
That is so cool. And I have to say, this avatar, Luna, is the hit of CES. It was in the Samsung keynote the other day. Technology, the origins of the technology, the underlying technology that enables this kind of innovation. So talk to us a bit about the.
This is our demonstrator, actually. Okay, you can see the demonstrator.
And then, of course,
prototype before integrating into the car, actually.
Beautiful AI-driven avatar.
Absolutely. Let's begin with ReadyVision CubeView. ReadyVision CubeView is a reflective type solution, provides more important information on the lower section of the windshield onto the black band area, without blocking the driver's view and providing large range of view for the entire vehicle.
This is cluster. This is the Luna.
That is where we are in need of a demand to create a technology which can offer more human-like interactions and understand the user needs and preferences and offer personal choices. That's where we created Ready Engage, AI-powered avatar. We call her as Luna. We created Ready Engage, AI-powered avatar. We call her as Luna.
Fantastic. And I mean, firstly, everybody loves Luna. It's all over CES 2. It's a huge hit. But take us through some of the benefits for the driver. I mean, aside from loving it and Luna being very cute and adorable and very engaging, what kind of experiences can the typical consumer have with Luna on their dashboard and in their car?
Absolutely. I mean, the technologies are growing day by day, and then the vehicle users have a lot of features to run through with it, and it needed an emotional companion in the vehicle who can really talk to them and provide personal choices, so that ultimately the safety is our ultimate aim, so that Luna bridges.
I hope this audio is coming, right? The
technology
video
gap
audio, right?
between advanced trends as well as human-like interactions, and provide safety features to the end user.
Right, and this really is the next level of the user experience inside the vehicle. It's AI driven, it's very personalized, it's interactive in a way that almost seems like magic, and it's completely new and completely groundbreaking. So, which leads me on to my next question, which is Luna, is Ready Engage ready to go? Could an OEM come in and actually buy it today?
Absolutely, all our products are ready products. Actually, Luna connects Ready Engage not only connects Ready Engage product per se. It has Ready Vision Connect, Ready Care Connect. All our products in this show floor are ready products and ready to go. We can take orders tomorrow.
I love it. And I particularly like the way it's all joined up. It's very joined up thinking from the team at HARMAN. It's brilliant stuff. So Ready Engage, Ready Vision, Ready Connect, Ready Care, it all links up seamlessly to just make the driving experience better and to make the vehicle and the OEM offering much more compelling, much more sticky, and much more, you build that brand loyalty with the consumers if you offer them these next generation experiences. So speaking of which, I know we're doing a completely live broadcast, so Demo God, stay with us. But could you kind of show us how Ready Engage works?
Absolutely. Before that, it very well connects our Samsung team, which is AI for all. This product is AI powered, and we leverage Samsung expertise on UX and AI so that we can bring this entirely human-like interactive avatar onto the dashboard.
Wonderful. Okay, so it's actually, HARMAN is under the hood, exclusive pun, but actually, excuse me, Samsung is under the hood, should I say? HARMAN is over the hood. This is brilliant stuff. It's a great marriage of two giants and two leaders in technology. I love to see it. Okay, so take us through what's happening here on the dashboard.
Absolutely. Let me walk over some few interactions. Luna is actually waiting for us to talk to her.
He is speaking to Luna.
I'm great, thanks. I hope you are having a great day.
Absolutely. What can I do today in Vegas?
You can explore the iconic Las Vegas Strip, visit the Bellagio fountains, try your luck at the casinos, or enjoy a show. Don't forget to check out some great dining options.
Luna offers small emotions, right? Hanging waves and then eye blinkings that all connect to the end user. And it's not only we can live with this character. There are other options. We can design our different skins, different character, different voice animation.
So these are different characters.
Visuals,
you can
everything is possible. It is
you can just choose
scalable,
actually. Okay, it's a virtual assistant, same like Alexa.
Not only that,
okay, same like Alexa, it's a virtual assistant. Yeah, based
outside
virtual
features,
assistant.
and primarily we have some immersive features which is defined within our product. Luna can bring the immersive features.
I think there's an internet problem. Am I audible still? Okay,
yes,
okay.
you're audible.
Something is paused actually. Okay, so I'll share this link actually. I hope this audio is also audible, so that okay.
Yes.
So this is something this year CES Jan it was showcased, and this got the innovation award also. This is the demonstrator which we used to build to just show that actually, and there is an actual car also. This solution integrated actually. There's a lot of one car. Okay, I'll just I'm just very close to the session. I'll just share my other tabs also where these things are. I don't know, internet is a problem. Let me. I've opened some of the tabs actually. I can share the links also so that you guys can go see offline. Is my screen is still visible?
video is paused. No? That is visible. Audio
Video is paused. I have a different tab. Let me share that again. I'll share it again.
Okay.
I'll share again. Give me 1 minute. This got stuck actually. Anyway, I think pretty much we have covered the core part of it. I want to share the other screen actually. Let me share it. 1 second. Give me 1 minute. We have 12 more minutes to. Connectivity issues are there, but I will share those links actually. There is one link which I want to share how this Luna works actually. We call this AI assistant as Luna, and let me share whether audio. The audio gives a good feel actually. I'll stop presenting and I'll just try to present once again the entire screen. If I present the entire screen, I think audio will not come. That's the problem. But this is the one which I was trying to. I'll just share it over the chat also. So BMW is trying to adopt this particular feature. They call it as panoramic iDrive. So we have partnered with BMW, and if you see, they are trying to adopt the same thing. See, this is on the windshield. Okay, this video is on the windshield. If you see, so they're trying to adopt it. This is on the windshield. This is BMW. BMW panoramic iDrive. They call panoramic iDrive actually. We call QView. So we have partnered with BMW, and this solution is going to productize in BMW. Okay. So far, it is not yet productized actually. Okay. Similarly, this is I'll share the links actually. Okay. So she'll try to get into the car actually. Open. Checking. So this is Luna actually, voice assistant actually. So she enters into the car and she asks, this someone we developed this solution actually. Parking slot, finding the best road. Okay. So let me stop here. We have 10 minutes for Q&A. So this feature actually, she was telling, can you find a parking lot? Could you please get me the best road to this particular place? And Luna interacts with you. Actually, it's a AI-based avatar, a virtual assistant which keeps interacting with you. You can ask, and it can provide with the details. Actually, okay. So that's where just see the evolution from normal car and where it went to actually. Now it's like fully software defined, fully AI based, fully machine learning based, and everything is like this is the advanced level of car, and the industry, especially automotive industry, is heading towards this actually. This is something which is not in the market, which is in the R&D section, and there are two managers from India, which I'm handling 3 teams actually, like systems and IOC. There's something called IOC also, and there's one more thing called machine learning team also. So this is where why I'm explaining this is there's a huge scope for you students to focus on this area, and this covers machine learning also, machine learning, AI. If you want to be more specific to chipsets, or there is a team called IOC. where they have worked. Literally, there is a in the cluster, right? What if the cluster and the IVI fails? Actually, what will happen? Okay, it's a car. Suddenly, if something goes wrong, right, you should have the minimal things to run so that your safety is guaranteed. For that, let's say if the cluster, the speedometer completely goes off, also your infotainment goes off, also they have a backup chip. Actually, that's called IOC. Okay, that will run only speedometer. Very safety critical things will run actually. Even if everything fails, that will keep running actually. Okay, so they have separate chip for it actually. Those kind of lot of new technologies are there in automotive, which is evolving. And again, the field of ADAS like driver assistance, driverless car, automotive, all these things are evolving actually. So these are links from LinkedIn only, officially posted actually. So yeah, like I'll just give the forum for open quick Q&As actually. Yeah. Please feel free to discuss. There's nothing. Am I audible? Again, somehow I get lost. Please feel free to unblock and you can just any questions you can just ask me. I can share my knowledge.
Sir?
Yes, please go ahead, Venkatesh.
Are the SVDs and AVDs secure against the cyber attacks?
So when we say software, right, it cannot be secure actually, but we guarantee security by introducing that's again it's again a field. See, do we have any guarantee that okay, let's say we used to get continuous news, right, that this particular site is hacked, even government site is hacked and all. So we think it is safe, but there are always chances, loopholes to attack for a cyber attack actually, and we should always enhance. How do we improvise the security and threat so that our software or our product is safe actually? That's the evolving field actually. Always there is a threat, and always there is a scope for fixing it. That's where if in Android, if you see, they will be keep on releasing security patches actually. Why they keep on releasing security patches is there could be there will be some type of cyber threats actually. Okay, that's where it is. Okay.
Okay, sir.
One question in the chat is that the AI is running locally inside a car or in cloud?
Yes, there are two types of it, ma'am. Actually, one is we call on-device machine learning, on-device AI, and other one is cloud actually. So let's say maps. There are local maps and there are maps which is offloaded from the server also. Okay, from the cloud also. There are certain use cases where you cannot offload to the cloud actually. Reason behind is, let's say you are in an area where there is no network at all, but you need to take an instant decision based on your data available on the car itself. So that time it will be more of on device actually. When there are, it depends on the use cases actually. So certain use cases the signal, you are in some remote location where your car is driving. So what will happen based on their camera feeds, based on your data available there, they will take an instant decision and then it keeps moving on actually. So it depends on the use cases. Both on device as well as cloud, it is there actually. I hope I answered this question.
Yes. Is there any other questions, students?
Please feel free.
And I have.
There are 28 students.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Actually, usually drivers should be very conscious on road, right, while driving. But doesn't this cause any distractions if one is speaking with me continuously like this? I'm asking something.
Your voice is little not audible, but I understood the question is whether it will have distraction to the driver, right, while driving.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Okay, the key concept is to avoid distraction only, because when we say distractions, right, so everything, when we say distraction, the cluster was previously placed before, down actually, near the steering wheel. Okay, so now we have put it on the windshield itself. That way, your eyesight, you cannot need to take the head off of the windshield and look to the cluster. That is we are avoiding that actually. Okay, next is there are a lot of cameras even imprinted in front of the driver actually, where it will monitor your activity. Let's say you are looking out somewhere, it will alert you actually. that you are not blocking the road. There are solutions already available. That's where ADAS comes into picture. It will, even if let's say you are driving for a long time, it will monitor 6 hours you are driving, 5 hours you are driving. You could be tired, you take a break. It will suggest you. Next, there are cameras. If your eyes are feeling drowsy, it will wake you up. There are features like that. There are features which will give sound and wake you up. It will suggest you take a break and then you'll drive. So all these things are like definitely compared to the old age car or the previous generation. Now it definitely has enhanced the experience actually and enhance the safety. That's the primary goal of any automotive vendors. How do we provide enhanced safety actually? Our unique selling point also, we will say distractionless driving. We say distractionless. Why distractionless? If I want to see the cluster, I have to put my head down and see for a minute and then come back. Now I say my cluster is directly on the windshield itself. So I don't need to take my head out of my windshield.
Good. Okay. Got students, any other doubts?
"28 students are there. Nobody opening mouth. Please feel free. Any doubts you can just ask actually."
Sir, I have another doubt.
Yes.
How do the AVDs handle the failure?
What is AVD? I didn't.
So once again,
Yeah, sorry, AVD, right? What is AVD?
Automated vehicle driving system.
Okay.
How handle the failure, sir? Suppose I speak in Tamil, sir.
Please feel free. No issues.
ஸோ இப்போ அங்கே வந்து இப்போ நம்ம சென்சார் மூலயமா ஆட்டோமேட் பண்ணும்பொழுது அந்த சென்சார் ஏதாவது ரிப்பேர் ஆச்சு அப்படின்னா அந்த டிரைவருக்கோ இல்லை அங்கே உள்ள உட்காந்துருக்க யூசருக்கு எப்படி சார் தெரிய வரும்?
Everything is we call sensors. Sensors are connected to using CAN bus, right? Controller. It is connected to a silver box actually. Okay, and every sensors they have when we say sensors, right? I2C, UART. There is a physical connectivity. Okay. Same like even in aerospace also it is like that. Every sensor is connected to a particular blue box. We call it a silver box actually, and those things are converted into software signals. Okay, and car, like we've seen the speedometer, right? You can see the indicators actually, oil indicator, fuel indicator. How those things are all sensors actually. All sensors are converted into signals, and signals are converted into software. Other base பண்ணி தான் சாஃப்ட்வேர்ல வந்து ஓகே இவ்வளவு ஃபியூல் இருக்கு, இவ்வளவு இது இருக்கு, இந்த லைக் இன்ஜின் ஹீட்டா இருக்கு. ஆல் these things are sensor based on actually. So there is an interface between the sensors and between this silver box and between the software actually. Okay. Android same thing. Android smartphone ல பாத்தீங்கன்னா கூட we have HAL, hardware abstraction layer. Hardware இப்போ உங்களுக்கு gyrometer sensors will be there in the smartphone also. Gyro sensor, this sensor, that sensor. And those sensors are directly connected to the operating system. How? Through the HAL, hardware abstraction layer, like that. So any failure will come to know. Which sensor is not giving data will come to know. It is handled in the software. The moment you stop getting the signal or getting the data from the sensor, your software will pop up. This is not working, like that. That is where we handle it intelligently, right? This is malfunction or this particular information is not available. You just Did I answer the question, Venkatesh? Or still not clear?
Clear, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. So one other suggestions I have, just to be updated to the market trends actually. What is going on in the market? Where is the industry is heading to? Keep yourself updated actually. One is academics. Academics, definitely, yes, you need marks to score. But I don't know, third year, which year students is third year or second year actually?
Third year.
Third year, okay. So this is the right time actually, okay? You should start preparing, you should start exploring, because now compared to 20 years back, right, not much information are open source. Okay, now when you say Android, right, it is open source. Any piece of code you can just go in the internet and you can see. Okay, so everything is open source. Now let's say any software, Python, a lot of things are evolved actually. So I see a lot of improvement in this area where most of the things are open source and everything is available in the internet. It is up to you how do you use it very carefully or very usefully so that it benefits you actually. Okay, so உங்களுக்கு என்ன வேணும்ன்றதை நீங்க தான் வந்து இது பண்ணணும். You have to be more eager to go and stay updated with the industry. And trust me, compared to this generation called Gen Z or something, this time the industry, there will be always ups and downs. Okay, they will be telling IT is down. அதெல்லாம் கிடையாது, ஒன்றும் கிடையாது. There will be ups and downs. That is market because that is business. Okay, car sales வந்து இப்போ கொஞ்ச நாள் டவுனா இருக்கும். So our automotive industry is little bit down. That doesn't mean that could
I sincerely thank Dr. Bhuneshwari ma'am for bringing such insightful events possible. Finally, I would like to express my gratitude to all the faculty members, participants for your active involvement and enthusiasm. Your presence added great value to this session. Let us conclude the session with Varthu.
Low battery. Please charge.
Once again, a heartfelt thank you to everyone. Have a great ahead. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. It was a pleasure meeting all. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, students. All the very best.
Thank you, Shiva.
Thank you.